What's up guys, this is Zach from Anglers Escape, and today I want to go over just catfishing in lakes. So behind me is Truman Lake in Missouri, and real quick, I've been having a lot of luck with this catfishing rig, and basically what I do is I take 2 baits and 2 hooks per line. This allows me to kind of see what they're biting on more. Generally, I'm using about a 1/0 circle hook on both of these, and the circle hooks are nice because they're self-setting, so if you're kind of have a few poles out, you're not watching too intently. You don't have to set the hook with these, they'll hook themselves. So I usually use circle hooks. This is a piece of shrimp. These are some nightcrawlers. And earlier today I was actually getting all my bites on the shrimp and not the worms. I was getting all the fish on the second hook and never like the last hook. So therefore I know the shrimp is working better, and then I can start using all my ribs as shrimp. Sometimes I'll even change up the hooks, like so this will be a little bigger hook than this one, and just to kind of see if one hook size is working better than the other. Going up my line, I usually have a barrel swivel. I have a barrel swivel, and so what this allows me to do when I tie on an egg sinker, this egg sinker just slides up and down the line. So the fish don't feel that resistance. When they're taking the bait, they're more likely to get hooked and inhale that bait. The other key when fishing for catfish in lakes is to bring a ton of different baits. The more bait you have, the more chance you have to catch something. So like today I brought worms, I brought shrimp, I brought minnows, I brought shad, and I used all those baits throughout the whole day today, and there were 2 baits that really prevailed, and that was the shrimp and the shad. Really didn't catch much on the minnows or the worms, but that's the beauty of bringing a lot of baits. The other thing is be real liberal with the baits. The more bait, the more scent, the more you're gonna catch. And the other nice thing about this 2 hook rig is when the fish grabs one, or let's say it steals the shrimp, it's still right in the area, and then it sees the worm here and it goes for that. So a lot of times if you're losing your baits, if you had 2 on there, go for the second one, there's a good chance you'll get a hookup on the second one. And again, this is 15-pound monofilament. That's really all you need for catching catfish from 1 to 20 pounds. As long as you have your drag set right, you can catch a 30-40-pound catfish on 15-pound test. Sometimes, and this is fishing on the bottom, there's no bobber. Usually catfish are hovering around the bottom. However, although I usually have a couple poles for catfishing, sometimes to start out, I'll keep with the bobber until I see if they're suspended or not. Because sometimes I just find the bobber works better than on the bottom. This is rare, but sometimes it does happen. So this is just a little shad I have on a 1/0 circle hook, a little bit of weight to keep it down, and then a bobber to suspend it. But normally I'm fishing on the bottom, but sometimes it's good to mix it up and see if they're suspended. So I hope you learned something here today, and thanks for watching. Oh, this line's moving right here.
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh, taking drag.
We'll clean them and
All right guys, we got a nice fish on. Ooh, it's pulling pretty good. Got a worm and shrimp fishing on the bottom at Truman Lake. Just about sunset.
oh, nice catfish.
Fish are really biting. I was catching them left and right on an inline spinner. And now we got a nice little blue catfish. He bit on not the shrimp but the worm. Real pretty fish. Yeah, it's a catfish. Pretty nice sized catfish too. Nice channel. Trying to keep him out of the anchor line as best I can. And it looks like he took the shrimp. Yeah, he took the shrimp. The worm's still there. It's a nice channel. Let me grab him here for you guys. Here, I'll just net him. There we go. It's probably a 6-pound channel right here. It's a pretty good sized channel right there. Alright guys, I got something on. Fishing with the shad right now under a bobber. Looks like he's trying to hang me up. Hopefully I can get him out of this snag. Not for sure what he is. Either crappie, catfish, bass. I guess we'll find out. I see his tail, but looks like he's wrung himself. Oh, there we go, I got him. Looks like a nice catfish. Nice blue catfish on a shad. It's not a bad fish. There he is. Yeah, definitely a blue catfish. This is just a 1/0 hook, fishing about 3-4 feet down, and got him on a shad I just caught in the cast net. Good fish. Worm took the shrimp, and it's on the top hook, so we went for the shrimp. You can see the worm's still here. This top hook was shrimp, so I like kind of mixing up my baits a lot of times to see if they're liking the worm or shrimp more. But so far we've caught 2 catfish today, one on a minnow, one on shrimp, and then nothing for the worm so far.